What's up, everybody? I'm going to go live really quick. I've got a podcast at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I just wanted to come on here and go live and address a few things, such as some of these people that we keep having come on the page and who just cannot read. Simple reading. Imagine that. Imagine if people could just read. Hashtag make reading great again. And then want to try to use my own hashtag and turn it against me. If you go freaking read. Mind blowing, ain't it? Mind blowing that people cannot read. The 20th Amendment of the Constitution specifically says this. We're going to read it together. Going to pull it up here. We're going to read this together like the adults we are. Okay? But let's use the constitutional page, .gov. Okay? The terms of the president and vice president shall end at noon. 12 o'clock, noon. On the 20th day of January, and the terms of senators and representatives at noon on the 3rd day of January. Of the years in which terms would have ended in this article had not been ratified. And the terms of their successors shall then begin. Weird. It says, and the terms of their successors shall then begin after noon. How mother freaking hard is that to comprehend, people? This is why America looks the way it does. It's because of people like you. The terms of the president shall end at noon, and the terms of their successors shall begin. Holy freaking Moses, people. This is why America looks the way it does. Because we have people who cannot simply read what constitution.congress.gov/constitution/amendment-20 says. But maybe this is one of those things. Maybe these are planted people. Maybe you've ever followed the University of Alabama, Nick Saban? They actually have journalists who make bets and take a bet on who is going to ask Nick Saban a dumb question just to see him go off. Maybe that's what's going on, because I don't think you really want to look that stupid to people. And I've tried to refrain from condescending terms like stupid, idiotic, morons, but you can't help it sometimes. When you have people saying that it don't specify when the president's term is to begin in the 20th Amendment, when the freaking first paragraph, section 1, says the terms of the president and the vice president shall end at noon on the 20th day of January, and the terms of their successors shall begin. How crazy and dumb have we gotten in America, really? How stupid have we gotten? It makes you just want to go. I don't even know what it makes you really want to do. What does it make y'all want to do? Does it make you just want to beat your head up on a brick wall? Or to take a hammer and just... what's it make you want to do? How stupid have we gotten in America, really? Let's just turn it around. Look, this is how stupid we've gotten in America. Look, constitution.congress.gov, 20th Amendment. Look, the terms of the president shall end at noon. Oh my God, does it say that? Oh my God, Derek. And the terms of their successors shall then begin. It's really not that difficult, people. It ain't rocket science. Don't make it rocket science. It ain't about Derek being right. This is about our future. This is about our present, actually. Not just our future. This is about our present day. It's the very thought processes that made America look stupid. It's made us dumbified. It's made us look like morons because people want to argue over the stupidest little things when it specifically says right here. And then flip it around. If a president swore in before noon, That would mean you'd have 2 presidents. Just think about some of the egos we've had in the past. Think about the people that we've had in the past. Look how old you are. A lot of you are a lot older than me. A lot of you are way older than me. Not knocking age here, but think about the presidents you've seen. Think about it. If we had 2 presidents before noontime, think about what would happen. All you got to do is just reverse sometimes. Boy, it's just really crazy. And then on top of that, it doesn't really matter because the inauguration on January 20th didn't happen. If you'd have been paying attention to what was going on, we didn't have an inauguration January 20, 2021. We actually did, but it was at Joint Base Andrews. See, Donald John Trump was at Joint Base Andrews with both Air Force Ones, call sign 28,000 and call sign 29,000. Joint Base Andrews, Donald John Trump walked off Marine One on a red carpet rollout, which means high honor, royalty, red carpet rollout, and on the 4th ruffle of Hail to the Chief, which was played by the official presidential salute battery. The official presidential salute battery, 3rd Infantry ID, the old guard was with President Donald John Trump at Joint Base Andrews. And on the 4th ruffle, not the 3rd, not the 2nd, not the 1st, on the 4th ruffle, this is how particular the military is, on the 4th ruffle, the 21-gun salute started on Hail to the Chief. It's really that simple. President Donald John Trump was given the full grade military and constitutional by law inauguration service. Really simple. Every uniform around Donald John Trump was regulation uniforms. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to every little thing. Then let's go over to the other side of town. And while we're doing that, let me just pull up the page again where we can get the actual page up here, since some people just have to see to believe because they won't actually go freaking look it up. Morons. Oh, man. Oh, am I fired up. I'm going to have a really good podcast. Really good podcast when it pops up. Let's get the pictures on Inauguration Day pulled up. Let's look at all the violations. All of them. Oh, there's the first one. So let's go over to January the 20th, 2021 at the Capitol building. If you have any ears whatsoever, you would see that some of the feed was audio feed versus live feed, okay? Which could not happen. Could not happen the way they did it. Not only that, this gun salute that he received, not only was Biden he wasn't even present yet for the 21 gun salute. And it don't matter if he got a 21 gun salute or if he got a 13 round gunfire. For those who saw my very first podcast, it went viral. It said it was a 13 gun round fire. I said that. Yes, I said that because the inauguration that I heard and saw had a 13 gun round fire. And then when I went viral, guess what happened? They deleted some of the inauguration footage. The one that you can see right now is C-SPAN's footage, which has a 21 gun salute. But guess what, people? All you people who just got to be right. Oh, Derek Johnson got it wrong. Oh my God, Derek Johnson's wrong. It ain't about being right or wrong. Because here's why. I can noodle you up either way, 21 gun salute or a 13 gun round fire. It don't matter because both of them have indirect rule and also have British ties to it. Why in the hell do we have the reigning monarchy under a 21 gun salute? If you look up 21 gun salute, you have presidents, president-elect, former presidents, heads of government, and reigning monarchy. Why do we have the terms reigning monarchy under a 21 gun salute when we are a constitutional republic? Why? Why do we have reigning monarchy under a 21 gun salute, people? And all you non-military people need to keep your freaking mouth shut if you can't back it up. If you don't know anything about this, you need to just keep your little trap shut or go read. Why would we have reigning monarchy? The 13 gun round fire leads to an indirect rule, which is under British, which means foreign territory. What is DC in U.S. law and federal law? U.S. law, federal law, and also military law. The District of Columbia is not a city. It's not a state. It is a foreign territory. It's under British rule. It was under British rule. We're demolishing that. Okay? Don't have time to go into that today. Oh, but I will. Oh, but will I ever come back on and show you how we're demolishing that? But you have to read, people. 13 gun round fire and 21 gun salute both have British ties under our constitutional republic. So on the 20th day of January, when you thought Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was sworn in as president, he wasn't. He was given something that's very, very outlined in our military regulation guidelines. It's real simple. Not a single soldier around Joseph Biden on the 20th, on the inauguration service, was regulation uniforms. And I can show you. Oh, can I show you? Let me just show you right here. Look at all Mr. Jacked Up right here. That is a multi-cam pattern uniform with an ACU pattern Kevlar vest, with an illegal, this is not regulation right here. This brown patch bay, not regulation. These gloves are non-regulation with the American flag here. That's the only flag on the uniform. That is all jacked up. He does not need a gator neck on, not in DC. He does not need this device right here. His helmet is all jacked up and ate up, okay? Non-regulation. Every single soldier around him was non-regulation. None. Now let's go on down. Let's go on down. Let me show you something else that's jacked up. They put it at the bottom of the page. So if you get dizzy, don't look at the screen. Let me get on down. Can show you some other jacked up stuff. POW flag. I'm going to explain that in another podcast. No people, all flags. Let's get on down. I'm going to show you something. Marines should just be, here we go. Master Gunnery Sergeant Matthew Harding, a trumpet player with the President's own United States Marine Band. Look here. BDUs. Battle dress uniform. The Marines have not worn a battle dress uniform since 2005. Since 2005. 2005, people. Look, false. False. It's not even real. It's not even real. Not even real. This ain't even a real Capitol building. Not even a real Capitol building. Look at all the people. That was Joe Biden's people. Were all flags. See? Oh, but see, you wouldn't have known that. See, you'd have thought those were people. Oh, no. There's the people. Flags. Not a single soldier around Joseph Biden on the audio feed and the recorded feed. Not a single soldier wore regulation uniforms. Not one. Not a single soldier. But, oh, I'm making a mockery because I hold up a sergeant who died under the same military law. He died in this uniform. And look at all the memorial graves of Arlington. And Arlington's not the only memorial grave in the country. There are thousands of memorial grave cemeteries who died under the same military law, regulations, and uniform. It's that simple. So, choose which line you want to stand on. If you want to be a troll and you want to do that, keep showing your faces, because what you're doing is showing your faces to people. You're showing how stupid you are. You're showing how ignorant you are, and you're showing your face. So show your face. Show your face to people. Keep doing that. That's what we want you to do, because you're proving that you don't read. You're proving that you can't talk. You're proving you can't have an educated conversation, because it's all in codes. It's all in law. It's all in orders. You're proving that. You're proving that you cannot have an educational learning experience. You're proving that you can't be wrong yourself, okay? You're proving that. I've already said, yes, I watched a 13-gun round fire. There was inauguration that had 13 run, because why? They used audio feeds. They didn't do it. It wasn't a live inauguration. They have different feeds. Then they deleted it. So it still doesn't matter though, because that's not what signified what I'm going to say. So not only that, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. swore in 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the 20th Amendment specifically says right here, it specifically says, the terms of the president, vice president shall end at noon, and their terms of their successors shall then begin. Shall then begin means noon after noon. Why did he swear in 11:47 a.m.? That would mean we had two presidents. That's not cool. We can't do that. It's a violation. Our founders did this. Not just our founders. This was ratified. Let me look. This wasn't an original foundation. Let's see. It don't say. Sections 1 and 2 shall take effect on the 15th day of October following the ratification of this article. Let me look and see when it was ratified. When was the 20th Amendment ratified? Seems like it was in the, let's see, when was the 20th Amendment ratified? There we go. Let's just learn to get, look at there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is right. Oh, that's right, Derek. That is correct. That's why Donald John Trump uses World War II so much in optics and in code language. That's also why he uses FDR in optics and in code language, because the last president to swear in March the 4th, our original inauguration day, and the last president to use 47 U.S. Code 606, which President Trump did in January 2021, was FDR. And that's when the Amendment 20, the 20th Amendment, was ratified, January 23rd, 1933. Woo. Man, if you just read. Man, if you just would read. If you would just read, people. Just read, people. It doesn't hurt to pick up and read. Oh, it don't say anywhere in the 20th Amendment where the terms of the president begins. It says it in the last sentence of the section 1. It's truly mind-blowing. I think it is really just to see me get on my high horse, which is what I like to do. Because once again, I didn't write the law. I'm interpreting it. You also don't need you don't need a lawyer to interpret the law. And look at this. No. I'm in a hotel. They want to come in the room. We have the room till whenever. Above the law says that the bar exam is becoming a new exam. Watch this, we're going to pull it up. New bar exam. New bar exam will test future law grads on skills actually, let's see what this says here. Actually related to being a lawyer. The bar exam has been a barrier to entry for lawyers in America since the late 1800s. Late 1800s, meaning 1871. See, they didn't want to put that in the article because why? We became a corporation in 1871. And it's in law called Stoutenberg versus Hennick. Go look it up. It's in my documents, thedocuments.info. After more than 130 years of forcing would-be lawyers to go through months of intense studies of laws they'll never need to know in actual practice, the bar exam will finally be changing 4 years from now. Oh, did they just admit that? Did they just admit that America was a corporation? Oh, and that's right. In 28 U.S. Code 3002, it defines America as a federal corporation. If you just go read, people. It's not that difficult, people. Joe Biden swore in at 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not a single uniform around him was regulation uniform. Not a single soldier that was regulation uniform saluted him. They turned their backs on him. He also did not touch the wreath at the grave of the unknown soldier. He also, at the Constitution, if you'll remove your emotions, if you will remove everything you think about every president, just remove it. Go look at both Bushes, freaking Obama, Clinton. If you go look at the Capitol buildings, guess what? They have the same copper for lamps as the Statue of Liberty. Go look at it. They got the same copper on the lamps as the Statue of Liberty. Go look at Biden's Capitol building. The copper's gone. It's brown lamps. And everything looks too pixelated. It looks too perfect. Not the same Capitol building. Not the same. And also, if you go back and look at all those presidents, look up under the flag. Nothing's under the flag. If you go look up under Biden's, prisoner of war flag. All right, if you look at all of the post offices right now, prisoner of war flag. I will explain that in another podcast because I don't have time right now. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. We're going to pull this up too. Let me get this pulled up. I should have done this before. I had all of them pulled up except for these. Oh, look at what we have here. The 3 volley salute is a ceremonial act performed at military funerals and sometimes police funerals. The custom originates from the European dynastic wars, in which fighting ceased so that the dead and wounded could be removed. After this was accomplished, 3 shots were fired into the air to signal that the battle could resume. It should not be confused with the 21-gun salute, or 19, or 17, which is fired by a battery of artillery pieces. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. on C-SPAN. Here you go. Look at C-SPAN's YouTube. Let's see if we can get that pulled up in time. C-SPAN inauguration 2021. Joseph Robinette Biden had 3 pieces of artillery. 3. It's called a 3 volley salute. 3 volley salute. VOLLEY. Do you know what that means? That means that Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. received a full-grade military funeral service. I'm just telling you what the military does. 3 volley salute. 3 pieces of artillery, 2 for firing, 1 for misfire. It's right in front of you. It's also on C-SPAN's site. It's right over here. Let's get it pulled up. Let's get it pulled up right here.
Turns out some wishes do come true.
Let's turn the sound off. We don't need the sound. Because the 21-gun salute didn't actually start. And it didn't even start when he got there. It started when he was driving over, which shows you it was recorded. Also, why did Biden's administration, why did they build a separate press room? The James S. Brady press room has been in operation for many years. Why did we build a separate one? Why all of a sudden is this Capitol building and the White House, why all of a sudden are they not worthy of this president who so-called got 81 million votes from his basement? Are you serious right now? Okay, if you want me to meet you on your level, trolls, and you want me to meet you on your grounds, okay. Here's Derek. So your president got 81 million votes, sitting in his basement, in his boxers. He shuffles to the podium like he's going to shit out 8 Taco Bells out of his ass like a Civil War cannon. And he got 81 million votes sitting in his basement. Okay, cool. Bravo. All right. So how come he didn't get to ride in Air Force One to his presidency? Also, why was he not present? Why was he not present in an actual inauguration service? Why did he not have regulation uniforms around him? Why did he not have, why wasn't he present at his actual salute? Why? Enlighten me. Enlighten us in the comment box. How come he looks like he's going to shit Taco Bell out of his butt like a Civil War cannon, and then the next minute he's riding a bicycle like he's my age? Like, perfectly fine. I want to know what he's taken for when I reach decrepitcy, when I reach that level of waddling around like a penguin, about to blow Taco Bells out my rear end like a freaking artillery piece. I need to know what he's taken to make me get on a bicycle just within the same day and ride it like I'm freaking Brad Pitt or something. I need to know these things. You need to hook me up with whatever this is. Is it marijuana? What is it? I need to know. We need to know. What is it that makes him do this? I want to know when he's doing... We need to freaking know, people. Let us know. Please, please enlighten us. And please inform me, too, what Joe Biden has done for the American people. I haven't heard him mention the Space Force yet. That's weird because in August, the Army and all military branches transferred all their communications to the Space Force for one command. It specifically says it. It says it on the Space Force.military. I need to know who that one command is because Biden hasn't mentioned the Space Force not one time. And it was Donald John Trump who ended the Air Force Space Program and created an independent Space Force program. So I just need to know. I need to understand because I clearly don't understand. I don't know what the hell law says. I don't know what the hell the military says because I was in it and clearly read the law here. But clearly I don't know. So you need to enlighten me because I'm way off. Not only is my immune system way off, my brain's way off, and obviously my ass will be when I become 80 years old and walking around like a penguin who has been eating the best Taco Bell grade D meat since 1930 whatever. So I need to know what I need to take when I reach that age limit, when my brain's going, I'm up there going, well, all the kids wanted to touch my hairy legs in the pool because, well, they were blonde and they were just waving in the water like that. And the little black kids thought it was cool. They just want to touch my hairy legs. I mean, I need to know because clearly, that's more important than policy. That's more important than the future of our nation is to talk about my hairy legs in the pool. And I need to call some person in the crowd an SOB and a dog pony soldier. I'm missing out. I'm missing a boat somehow. I'm missing it because clearly all this law don't mean anything. Clearly we can bitch, whine, complain, moan, and gripe about law, but we don't need to know what the law says, right? So that's exactly what you're saying. That's what you're saying when you come into the troll box and you say the 20th Amendment doesn't specify when the president's term is to begin, when it says it in the very last sentence of Section 1, the very first paragraph. So apparently you're not taking the same medicine that your president's taking, which allows him to look like a decrepit old ass, and then half day later, he is riding a bicycle looking like he's ready for a marathon, okay? So obviously we're all missing the boat here. It's a lot of people who think like me, and we're missing the boat. So we need to know what kind of holistic doctor you're seeing or whatever it is that you're taking because we're missing the boat. And I mean, I think it would be great to know that I can go from senile in the morning to perfectly sane in a half day. That is pretty epic. And as a matter of fact, I think that y'all are missing out on some doctorhood here. You know, you're missing out on some practice skill that obviously we're missing the boat. So you need to tell the world what you have that can make you go from old, decrepit, senile to Brad Pitt's protege in a half a day. I mean, I'm just baffled. I'm lost for words because I didn't. Obviously, my eyes. See, I'm not CGI here. I'm not a fake. I'm not a fake like Dr. Joe Biden is or Dr. Jill or whatever. You know, old Joe. One day he's got an ear like this, and the next day, boom, it's attached. We go from an ear with its own zip code with a shadow down here to attached ear. Looks like a raw oyster. I don't know how that happens. I've never seen a beautiful blonde go in and say, hey, no, my nose is okay, my eyes are okay. My ears, though, I just wish my ears were not detached like this. I want my ears to be attached. Never seen that. I have never walked up to a beautiful girl and say, hey, baby, you are a 9.9 out of 10, but them ears have got to go. We got to get them ears attached. I have never sat and looked at a woman and thought, whew, you're perfect except for them ears. We got to get on them ears. Them ears ain't working for you, babe. Everything else is perfect, but them ears got to go. I have never just sat in a coffee shop and stared at people's ears as much as I have since Joe Biden got to be this fake president. I've just sat in every coffee shop and just stared. Man, look at the curvature on those ears there. Man, look at that. Man, I should have paid more attention to geometry. I am so sorry. I didn't study geometry as much as I did because the curvature of these ears are just, man. Hey, you need a 30, 32 degree, a little bit more angle on that ear you got right there. And your left ear, It's just like 31 degrees. I mean, this is how stupid this stuff is. It really is. I mean, it's baffling. It's baffling where we've gotten in this country that you can't look at Joe and go, nope, not the same Joe. Not the same Joe. And then admit it. Like, if you're proud of the guy, then admit, but you can't admit it, though, because you don't know which one you're supporting. You don't know if you're supporting the one that you can stick your head in and talk to E.T. and the black hole, or the one that looks like a damn raw oyster that needs a little salt added to it, a little Worcestershire sauce, a little, ketchup here and there. My dad's got this special recipe. He takes horseradish, mustard, and ketchup, mixes it together, and then, puts it on a raw oyster. Raw oysters are nasty, by the way, in my opinion. That's my first opinion of the day. The rest is all law and order here. But clearly the 20th Amendment doesn't say when the president's term is to begin, but it does. It says the terms of the president and the vice president shall end at noon, and the terms of their successors shall then begin. Man, somebody get Joe on the phone. I need to know what he's taking. I need to know. What's it called? What type of medicine is that makes you do that? Look at here. Look at this. See, Congress didn't address 3 national emergencies by law. All right, so President Trump did what? Oh, look at here. What did he do? Oh, look at that. Ooh, what is this? Executive Order 13912, National Emergency Authority to order law and order. It don't say law in Taco Bell. It doesn't say law in Joe Biden. It says law and to order the selective reserve and certain members of the individual ready reserve of the armed forces to active duty. Oh, did it just say that? Oh my God, Derek. That's epic. National Emergency Authority to order an executive order. And then you got Title 10, Chapter 1209. Oh, let's go read that. Oh, what's this say right here? Look at that. Members of the Army National Guard of the United States and the Air National Guard of the United States are not in active federal service except when ordered under law. I'm going to start reading it like a scary movie. We got all these big old Army guys coming on the page going, it doesn't say that. We have drop zones in other states. Corn grows in dirt. Ice cream is cold. Boots are made for feet. That's what they're saying when you hear stuff like that in the comment box. They're disregarding the orders of which they were called into service, federalized to active duty. That's how dumb and idiotic it sounds. That was actual 10 U.S. Code 12401. Now let's read 10 U.S. Code 12403. Army and Air National Guard of the United States. Members. Status when ordered into federal service. Members of the Army National Guard of the United States ordered to active duty shall be ordered to duty as reserves of the Army. Members of the Air National Guard of the United States ordered to active duty shall be ordered to duty as reserves of the Air Force. Oh my God. So that means that the Army National Guard shall be ordered to the reserves of the Army, and the members of the Air National Guard become Air Force. Imagine that. Imagine why they call them National Guard, and then they become active duty. Isn't national, that don't mean international, because we have national and we have international. Mind blown. Oh, look at here. 10 U.S. Code 12406, National Guard and Federal Service. Whenever the United States or any commonwealths or possessions is invaded or is in danger of invasion by a foreign nation. 2, there is a rebellion or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government or United States. 3, what does this say? The president is unable with regular forces to execute the laws of the United States. Why did Congress not address 3 national emergencies? Not 2, not just 1, 3 national emergencies Congress did not address. Therefore, Oh my God, 10 U.S. code. It really is. It's that mind-blowing that people do not read, cannot read, and then want to read it, and then, it doesn't say that when it specifically says that. 10 U.S. Code 12407. The National Guard and Federal Service, period of service. Whenever the President calls the National Guard of a state into federal service, he may specify in the call the period of service. Wow, that is epic. That means, so 35,000 troops moved into D.C. January 17, 2021. The only person who can activate, they call it federalizing, the National Guard of federal duty, active duty, is the President of the United States. And last I checked, the President on January 17th, 2021 was Donald John Trump. And right here in Title 10 of the Constitution of America, it specifically says that the President can determine, may specify the call of the period of service, how long they stay there. Members and units called shall serve inside or outside the territory of the United States during the term specified unless sooner relieved by whom? The President. Donald John Trump was the first president to federalize all 50 states at one time in United States history. Those orders have not been rescinded. Every single day since January 17, 2021, there's been no less than 300 military aircraft in the skies, and most of them are National Guard and Air National Guard out of their states and out of the country. The only person who can do so is the President. And you visually saw President Donald John Trump extend his powers as President according to Article 2 of the Constitution, Title 10, all the chapters under Title 10, all the chapters under Title 32, Executive Order 13912, which specifically says right here that he is calling into National Emergency Authority to order the selected reserve and certain members of the individual ready reserve of the armed forces to active duty, specifically says that. And also Executive Orders 13848, Executive Orders 13919, Executive Order 12148, which Jimmy Carter did. So President Trump, when he says we're giving the power back to the people, we can't give it back to the people until the people understand the power of which he's doing. And also what he's doing when he says it's a mighty powerful thing to be president, be careful what you wish for. What he is saying is this: I'm using every single order and act that every single president has ever used in reversal against them. That's what's going on. And you visually saw President Donald John Trump extend his power as president under Article 2 of the Constitution. Go read it. And also Title 10, Title 32, 10 U.S. Code Chapter 1209, specifically Executive Order 13912, specifically Orders 13919, 13848, 12148, also the Stafford Act and the Presidential Emergencies Act. Every single one of those extended President Trump's powers as president. And also on the 20th, you witnessed Donald John Trump have a full grade military and constitutional bylaw inauguration service. And you witnessed over on the other side of town, you witnessed Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., Dog Pony Soldier, Golden Hairy Legs Boy, have a full grade military regulation funeral service.